Finally, back working. Hey guys, welcome to a live stream. Um, so I actually working today. I got a bunch of stuff that I have for doing research. I'm trying to get my birth certificate. Um, I because I would like to get a credit card and also ID. So trying to get a birth certificate. Trying to figure out how to order it. Because from what I see, like your like a credit card to do so. I can't get a credit card. On my ID. So it's hilarious. But yeah, things have to go there. Um, got a new subscriber. Don't know who it is. Do you want to start uploading more? My plan, since I stay up late, to start uploading. I'm probably gonna watch the video today. Actually, since no one in here just yet, let's go ahead and get that ready. Because what I'm probably gonna do is after I'm done with the dishes, if there's no like dishes on the table, because there's a lot of dishes, they might be. I'm gonna set up the camera to be right there. I really do like Opera Yet, but one thing that I do think is makes sense, but I do not like is the fact that it doesn't carry over. I mean, not carry over. I carry over. I thought like you can have tab like groups and workspace, but you can't make tabs like you can in the Opera. I think from what I heard, you can. I haven't used Opera. I only use Opera GX. Not sponsored, by the way. Um, but yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go and get set up ahead of time. That way, once when I'm done, I can the transition to .com. If I don't watch it today, I'm definitely gonna watch today. But if I don't do it, I'm not gonna make a review about it. Like this. New video to make in a bit. Like I thought of one, but I keep forgetting it. Hence why I do live streams now to help mitigate that. I don't have anyone to clip stuff or anything like that. Like you need moderators. So once when I talk about it, if I lose it, I lose it. But it's whatever. I think that currently, oh no, I'm on my actual account. Huh. Fun fact, apparently, did not know this. Um, YouTube tells you when you're streaming yourself, and I find that so hilarious. Cause I've never seen that before. Is that? Hmm. I'm just gonna assume that like a mirrors thing. Cause I opened it up, I subscribed to Valkyrie, because I find your clips funny. Is I fell in love, but because my laptop like to do the thing where it does not let me put anything and watch later for the first 30 seconds I'm on here. I'm now realizing that this doesn't look like her announcing her engagement. It looks like a movie or something like that. Um, funny enough, I like no Crocs was a sign that was there for some reason. Let's go with the subject. Three. I used to spell reviews backwards. So I'm so glad that no one could see that. That would have been so embarrassing. Outside how long it's taking me to type it is so much more embarrassing to type something wrong but also be correct. Hmm. No, that's definitely his name of the channel. Jay does reviews. Let me make sure. I'm gonna check my phone. I just keep getting distracted from it. Uh, my new YouTube channel is kind of working. Or not YouTube channel. My new YouTube channel is kind of working well for what I have planned for it. I haven't gotten around to watching Japanese stuff because it's like I'm trying to find stuff from people who live there, but it's kind of hard because most of the things I see is like YouTube related stuff. It is kind of weird. I was trying to find stuff about schooling and whatnot, and I found a couple, but they're all kind of oldie, which makes sense for Japan culture wise, but it doesn't help me. But I'm gonna do a bunch more, look around it, see if I can find something. Oh, maybe Jay. No, definitely Jay does reviews. Okay. Let me put this on mute. I don't know why it's automatically mute. That how my stream set up. But let's see. I'm gonna go through my messages and try to find it. Currently doing dishes as the title thing says, but I'm trying to multitask and I'm not doing a very good job at it. Jared. Oh wait, is it Jared does reviews? It might be that. Connect. Yeah, definitely J. J. Let me use capital letters. Let's see if it pops up. You gotta be kidding me. Ah, here it is. Okay. So yeah, later the stream we're gonna watch his stuff. Um, starting off with his Spawn review, and then his Wire review. Actually, no, we're just gonna watch his Spawn review. That's a lot of views. Congratulations, man. You're probably not in stream, but if you ever go watch my live streams, I don't know how good that audio quality is. No one's here to be like, oh, turn on your audio quality. I mean, fix your mic, turn it down some. But congratulations. That's a lot of views, especially for our first video. It's a great video too, from what I've seen so far. The only weird thing is the audio quality. Um, my headphones. Let me see. I'm gonna turn them up to max real quick, right? And we're gonna see if it still sound weird or sound quiet. I don't. I think it might be the distance from the mic, and not the mic strength itself. I don't see your mic in view, so could it be that? But these are some pretty good headphones, and it does seem quiet though. That might sounds good now. I don't know. I definitely sound better now that I have that max, but you might want to get that checked out. I don't know if you did for your second video or not. So that's something. But on a different note, you guys hear about the what's called? How do you write this now? Sorry, it's being recorded. So before anything else, I'll be back in a second. Tomorrow I have two things to do tomorrow. First of all, I need to do research on three things. Do research on Japan, more research on Japan and moving there, and colleges stuff like that. Do more research. Get something to have this stream set up, so I'm not just using a webcam and have a website. And I think I forgot the last thing. I don't know. But I'll be back in the lucky spit seconds. I gotta grab a piece of paper so I can write down the timestamp to start recording it. And we're back with the paper. So let me title this uh, dish wash and recording it. 2.0 time stamps for video. Don't know how to spell that right. So 11:20. Do y'all hear about the new Rick and Morty anime? Like they're coming out with, I think it's August 1st or like sometime in August. They're coming out with a Rick and Morty anime, and I haven't seen many people talk about it. The only person I've seen talk about it was Classic Man D, and like I'm not a fan of Rick and Morty. I don't really care for it. Matter of fact, I only like I see clips of it, uh, and but like for the most part, I think I've seen gone my way to watch this trailer, um, a clip from what's it called? Um, Actually, now that I think about it, give me a second. I thought about something I could do to test the audio quality for my own live stream because I'm pretty sure I subscribed to myself, so that I wouldn't have to keep like looking up the channel whenever I want to share with someone, which I never do. But just in case I ever needed to, I thought that'd be the fastest way to do it. It also allowed me to just check on the video naturally. Um, but yeah, I gotta dump this out in the toilet real quick, or in a second. Let me see how well my audio quality is. I'm gonna turn it down just a little. Yep, seems to be good. I'm leaving off my own stream because I do not want to hear myself. Um, Now, I'm about to make a joke and be like, this is gonna seem so terrible for a video, but let's just be honest, half the time my videos are like that anyway. So, I'm gonna have to leave in a bit to dump this out. I don't want to dump it in trash bag. I can't see what it is, but it's like some type of seasoning. I think it's barbecue. Alright, dump that out soon. I gotta open up this bag of leftovers, and I think that was my dad's lunch. And I gotta do that last. I need to rinse it off. I'm gonna make sure I rinse it off last because, fun fact, in case y'all forget, because people around me forget, people who live with me forget, my friends forget, people forget all the time. I can't smell or really taste that well. Either one that well. Taste is a little more iffy, whereas like I can taste more often than not. Kind of depends, more like the likelihood that I can taste something is more than the likelihood I can't smell something. But I can't really smell or taste. So sometimes it will be, like a really bad, like have you ever had crab and like y'all saved it, but you gotta get rid of the crab juice. And I was like, well, you can save it to use it for some corn, right? But you never do. So sometimes I'll be washing out like, or a container, they're leftover crab. Sometimes. 'Cause especially recently. We got new microwaves recently, but beforehand the microwave I broke. I'm getting on rant topic, off topic here. Let's get back on topic, and then I will talk about that. But don't I have recently, like, I only seen one person talk about it, and my main interaction with it is like a drinking game video by Yerba Tubman, theory videos by Mad Pat. I think I watched like some part of an episode. I've seen clips of it on YouTube Shorts, of course. I won't see much more because I created a new account, but like they really love to shove that down here. I think the worst part about not having an account, especially because I don't really make one for the Roku, I do now, uh, just because I like myself to be private and I don't trust my siblings. Like, I don't think anything I watch is bad, but I do not trust my siblings to not mess up my things because on multiple occasions I have left my phone on when I fell asleep, and one of my siblings had got on it and messed up my thing after spending like 30 minutes deleting the watch history. So I do not trust them. And then I also know on different occasions they will leave my account on, let's say, the S box, right? I was signed to my account. Give me a second. I gotta get my sister cat. Ooh, I really wish I were recording on the camera so I could take it with y'all. But I gotta go get my sister cat because she just crawled into the what's it called, the cabinet. I don't know why it was so hard for me to say a cabinet with the dishes. It's not really anywhere she crawled into. Yeah, there's no dishes where she is, but like it's deep in there. So I'm not getting her. Um, I'm gonna get her later. I'm not gonna get her. I'm just gonna have my sister. That's her cat. Who cares? Anyways, we're kicking off topic. Uh, I mean, I guess it's great because showing about the screen time is like 5 minutes long. So I'm accidentally drawing out this video. Um, Great job, me getting off topic for 500th time. Give me a second. She came out. She took her head off, so I got her out. But so and the only time I actually went out my way to watch it was like I actually think it was another anime bit. Like it was like another one that was inspired by anime. It was really cool, so I went to go watch it. But for the most part, I don't really watch Rick and Morty, and don't find it all that funny a lot of times. Um, but you know, Rick and Morty have humor for everyone, I guess. Uh, I don't, I don't think I actually know anyone who watches Rick and Morty. I know someone who watches South Park, but it's surprising that I don't really know anyone off the top of my head who watches Rick and Morty. Jay, um, he's a YouTuber, and I'm pretty sure that's how he go by. I don't think he said his name. I think he just say, Jay does reviews. Um, so yeah, Jay might, but I don't think he does. Um, so I don't think I. And it's funny because people think that I do sometimes. Like, hey, do you watch Family Guy? I mean, not Rick and Morty. And I'm like, no. It's just you might type person do. Why? Because I like science. No, I don't watch that. I watch highbrow comedy for your information, such as Alpha and Game Theory. No offense to either one of those people. I'm talking about Mad Hat. I've seen one of their new videos, Game Theory. I got catch up with them. I've been doing a great job catching up with Alfred though, so that's great. This was clean, but I gotta rewatch it. But as I was saying, like I don't have much experience with it. But I will say, like, so his opinion was like, I don't see why not just make another season instead. But I don't have any experience with it, and I just will not rewatch the entire series because, like, that just doesn't seem like that's something that doesn't interest me. I'd rather rewatch Silent Voice for the 500th time or actually complete the gap of My Hero I haven't read yet. And that's really bad. I haven't read the newest chapter, but I'm getting off topic. I keep getting off topic. Let's try to stay on topic. Um, so I don't really have much opinion about the thing. So I can't be like, yeah, no, the last season was so good, or like I can't be like he point out that like, oh, you already had a great way to do an anime with this episode, right? Yes, I just done something like that. Um, but in my opinion, I think it's really interesting. It seems interesting to me. Like it's hard to say because they don't show a lot, but it's like it's not the classic or the jokes I associate with Rick and Morty. I didn't laugh at the trailer. Maybe I laughed maybe once, but like it wasn't that funny of a trailer because I don't know they didn't have much in it. Um, they're only so far mad jokes can go to be funny. I don't really find mad jokes that funny, depending on what type of mad joke it is. It really just depends. Um, but like it seemed interesting. I like he one of the complaints he was like, I don't like the animation style, but I actually do like it. It's kind of ugly, like the character design to some extent. I think some of them look good. Like I just don't like Rick in some of the designs, like when they're in the suit and whatnot. Like some of it look bad, but like for the most part, I think it looks pretty decent and good. And I really like the art style because it reminds me of one of my favorite anime movies of all time. Quite frankly, even if you would new nostalgia, it would still be up there. Being Digimon, the movie, the one that they made, they were like three short films. It's Americanized, but like three short films, and they add them all together to be one big movie. And I really love it. Uh, Let me tell you, Omnimon is one of my favorite Digimons because of it. And then I also like Imperial Swordmon. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's Imperial Royal Swordmon. I gotta look it up real quick. Um, it Imperial Sword. Probably should have made it all one word, but it's whatever. Um, okay, so Imperialmon, uh, Digimon. The first research in Paladin. Yeah, Paladin mode. Yeah, okay, so it is Imperialmon, but I don't know the name. I gotta find out the mode. Because Paladin mode is when it's standing up, and Dragon mode is when it's like sitting down. And in my opinion, I kind of like Dragon mode more. Like we see more Paladin mode, but like Dragon mode is pretty cool, especially when like a lot of like the final forms of Digimon, especially the dragon type or the dragon inspired ones, kind of just stand up. Like, don't get me wrong, I love them. But, like, Galamon stands up. Granted, it's about 9. But, like, any Galamon's a different scenario, but, like, because none of the stages are really been like this, but still, uh, really like Galamon. Oh, yeah, it's Paladin mode. Wait, so, fighter. Oh, fighter mode. Okay. Fighter mode is the one where it's standing up, which we see more of because there's fighting, and then Dragon mode is like the one we see at least of. Paladin mode has always been cool. It's like because of that, Pure mode became one of my favorite ones. But it's specifically Paladin mode. Like I don't know what like Gilmon and his evolution, always my favorite. But there's something about Crimson Knight Galamon or Crimson Galamon. I gotta look it up to be sure which one. I think it's Crimson Knight Galamon. That always goes interesting to me. Let me. While I look that up, I'm gonna talk about the why I'm talking about it. But you ever seen that? It's a similar art style to it, and I really like it. So I actually might watch it. I have, well, I don't know if it paid for, but like we have Max at my house, so I might as well watch it if it's available. I'm gonna like watch maybe a couple episodes, like one or two, and if I find it funny, I might continue watching it. But if not, I'm just gonna like, it's really not that funny. I might even make it into a live stream, especially if I got my thing set up at that point, because like it will be fair use. Like especially like don't find it funny, but I still want to watch it because I like the style. Or if I find it too ugly and just want to complain, I might just watch it and then just constantly pausing it like, yeah, that's like a link, and that like a link too. Um, or and like if I want to post it, I might just add a filter over it. But I really hope it's good because it kind of remind me of the art style of the original Digimon movie. So let's hope it's good. Um, and before I go mark that for my paper, Crimson, Crimson, what was it? Galamon. Crimson Galamon. Let me see if it's called Crimson Galamon or Crimson Night Galamon. Yeah, Crimson Mode. Galamon Crimson Mode. It's such a cool version. Like it's my favorite version of that. Especially because it go back to the red aesthetic. It is so cool. I think I don't know all Digimon lore. No, I haven't seen every Digimon, but like I think one of my favorite things are when like it's something added onto it and that make it like a new form of it. Like I don't know if people also have this opinion, but the knights, I mean the eggs thing, where it's like, oh yeah, these eggs do get armor evolution, is really cool. I think that cut my ear. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, like I really love it. Um, so with that, I'm gonna mark it all. Um, so I gotta say bye because it's gonna be a video, but bye. And I hope to see y'all next time, where it's probably just gonna be another clip from the stream. 30, 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Yep, okay. So that was the main thing I wanted to talk about today. I gotta do dishes too. I keep thinking. Not really sidetracked. Let's focus on that. I just figured, what? Why not talk about TikTok? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that down as a marker too. Did on. I spelled that completely wrong, but it's whatever. 29 minutes. Oh, this paper is getting messed up. Let's go with 25 seconds. Alright, hey guys. I'm gonna stop doing that. Y'all gonna tell me if y'all like it or not, because this is a clip on the stream. So yeah, I know this is one viewer is me, because I really hope to push it out there. I already gave myself a view, so you might want to just push it a little further. I'm probably gonna leave soon because I don't like it. But the point that I'm bringing. Wait, what? Oh, but let me know, y'all. Like, enjoy me doing like, hey guys, while in the middle of stream for the part where I want to make a video, or yeah, would just like me just to make it the video. Because I know that Moist Critical, which I'm kind of inspiring this from, just make that a video. Is that like, hey guys, every segment, uh, depending on how like which channel it's on. If it's on the clips, it's just straight up from there. But if it's like his actual videos to really get an introduction to it. So if I come up with another idea for this segment, I'm probably gonna add that too. I'm gonna do another one like that, and then I'm not gonna do it, but then I'm gonna add it on if I have an editing software here, because I don't know if I do. Um, Let me check it real quick. I think I deleted it because I was like, I don't edit my videos anymore. Well, like I have, like I just straight up record it now, so no point. But I might try CapCut, see if that works. I still have to delete some, two things I posted. Let me make sure that they're actually there. Um, yeah, I'm gonna delete those two. Uh, while I have the time, and don't forget. But anyways, so in case you haven't seen my last video, right? Towards the end of it, I proceed to go on a rant about how I'm gonna watch the new Rick and Morty thing, not because I like Rick and Morty, the Rick and Morty anime, or because I think it's gonna be good and I'm gonna enjoy it, but mainly because I like the art style, being that of like remind me of Digimon the movie. And I've seen to go talk about Digimon for an unnecessary amount of time. I'm pretty sure like a good 5 minutes was just me ranting about Digimon. But this is besides the point. Actually on point. The point of me bringing it up is that I figured, you know what? Why not talk about Digimon? Because like Digimon is a big inspiration for nothing I do, but kind of. But Digimon like is really big and important to me. Not only is it one of my first series ever that I watched, at least I remember, but also probably my favorite childhood show growing up. Um, really close to it is like maybe like Adventure Time, Sonic X, Sonic Underground, right? But it's like Digimon was always like if you were to like, what's your favorite show, childhood show? I thought like not gonna lie, it's gonna be really hard, but I gotta give it a Digimon. Just really good all around. Been watching for a long period of time and just doesn't get enough love. One thing I learned, I'm not sure if it's true or it was just a live stream, but like a lot of things around Digimon, like landmarks, is around my birthday, and let me tell you, I was so happy when I found that out. Like I haven't been keeping. I gotta finish watching a remake and Last Evolution. I gotta do those. And probably at one point I'm gonna catch up to all of it. But to make that entire review, actually, I want probably gonna do it anyways. Um, but the point of me saying this is I have no clue. Oh, but it's one of my favorites, and it's for many other reasons. So I figured, you know what? Why not take some time to talk about it? Uh, Especially since right now these live streams are just meant to be me just going on rambles and whatnot, right? Because as more people tune in eventually, the more I'm gonna start talking in chat and whatever, and the more things I'm gonna rant with chat about. But for now, it's just my own personal delusions. Let's see how fun that is. I think it'd be funny if I have 3 different types of streams at one point, being one where it's like y'all are actually in chat and I'm interacting with y'all and whatnot. One where it's like a member stream and I do memberships, and then one where it just is live, but just me ranting to make videos, ideas and whatnot, split it up. But anyways, let's get back on the topic at hand. Digimon. Um, Now you can probably tell I like Digimon, right? Because I talk about it all. I don't know how much I talked about it actually. I think I mentioned it a few times, especially when it came to my quickly in this series. like fashion, porn fashion pieces. You know what I just realized? I didn't turn on that light, and this is pretty good light without it, which is so weird because majority of the time I feel like it doesn't look that well. Maybe because that light on. Let me see something actually. I'm not gonna play with the light, but let me see which one looks better. Huh? 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 Well, you know what type of light I'm gonna use when I'm recording here. I'm gonna turn this one on when I start recording with it. Actually, I won't turn it on because I won't be able to see my face. Um, but you probably know because I mentioned it a few times. I'm talking about like just in general, but especially I think the point where y'all probably most will recall it is my shorts. Where I'm like, goggles are really cool character thing. Like that's one of my favorite things when character has like some type of eyewear and particular goggles. Um, but yeah, Digimon has always been one of my favorite anime. Even before I knew it was, and quite frankly, it's probably the biggest reason I like anime. Um, to now, like don't get me wrong, My Hero, first anime, really got me into it. But like out of all the anime that I didn't know what anime I was watching, I think Digimon is the closest to being like the formula of the anime, especially season 3, right? Where it's like, yeah, no, if he was just a look at my childhood shows that I watched, it is no wonder why I like anime. Like Sonic X made me know that Pokemon way later when I'm into anime. Blade, same scenario, right? Where like some people are aware, some people aren't. Some people just call it cartoon. Um, so there's a toss up there. But like Digimon is like, oh yeah, you watch Digimon going? Yeah, that makes sense. And one of the reasons I like so many anime things, right? Especially when it comes to like um, monsters and myth and stuff like that. Because let me tell you, um, when I first started watching YouTube, a little bit after my, not even a little bit after, but when I started learning about like game theory, which was actually really early on, like um, actually too early on. It was Lost. Around the time I started learning about Loston or Loxton and Noggin, Goggin. It's with a G. I don't know why they pronounce it Noggin when it has a G. I don't know if the G is silent, and I do not like the fact that the G is if it is. Or I don't know if I just mind blank and just every time they ever say Noggin, I just like they're saying Goggin, and I just don't remember. But that Loskin and Noggin always trip me up. But I think it's around the time I discovered them. I know it's pretty early on, but let me tell you so much of what I consumed on my early ages of YouTube has stuck through me throughout now. Like one of the reasons I want to go to Japan so bad and learn about culture is because of Digimon. And what I used to do on YouTube is I would spend hours. Like let me tell you, the amount of lore I knew about like each Digimon design back in my heyday of when I was younger and really into Digimon, still into Digimon. Like, I got other things to do, right? I really like to get into TG, like Digimon training cards. I don't know if I'm ever gonna play it, but I'd like to get into it. One of the trading card games where I'm like, you know what? I think I would like to get into this. It's like that, like in D&D, Magic, the Gathering. I know I'm sounding real nerdy right now, but you know what you signed up for. Y'all should know. I don't know if y'all aware of this, but my YouTube name is a pun. Terrible pun because I haven't actually punted, but still a pun. Um, and a reference in case you aren't aware, right? But it's whatever. I don't know why I talk like this, but yeah, it's one of the things I want to sign up for. But one of the things I used to do, right? I would spend hours learning about Digimon lore, but most importantly, what inspires certain Digimons and whatnot. Like, take for instance, I don't recall if I'm recalling this 100% true, but like, Galamon is not only based on like jousting, which I didn't know what that was at first. I heard jousting, and my thought was like, oh, that's the thing that, just that big thing, that big stick sword thing. And then I learned it's when you're riding a horse, and I'm like, oh, it's when you ride a horse with that big stick long thing. And then I learned that sometimes like a spear, but yeah, typically it is a big long sword for some reason. But it's not actually like it's funny because a lot of times they actually didn't use like actual metal lances. And from what I learned, uh, lances wasn't really that common of a weapon because it restrained mobility and would primarily could only be used in us like when you're running straight. Since it's like such a stab weapon, it was like the only time it would be really useful is if you're running straight to your opponent and on a known battlefield. That just isn't gonna happen. So spears were just way more whole arms in general, but spears especially became way more prevalent on horseback. Um, but yeah, but then one thing I learned is that it's also partly inspired by Lancelot. It came right up to me before the time I knew what Arthur was and King Arthur and stuff like that. I only knew the names, in particular Lancelot. To understand, my understanding of King Arthur's history hasn't always been the best. I learned way more about it because of Ori's Sarcastic podcast. But like, Seven Deadly Sins is I think one of the earlier animes I watched. But when I heard about Arthur from Seven Deadly Sins, my first reaction was like, huh, that's weird. Why is there no Lancelot? So, I thought Lancelot was more important than King Arthur because I never, for a long time, I didn't know much about King Arthur. And I will only hear talk about Lancelot in particular name. So, like, well, Lancelot must be, like, the most important character because, like, everyone just talks about, oh, yeah, King Arthur was a king. Yeah, Excalibur and Caliber. But no one talk about, like, what he did. Uh, so that was hilarious. And especially in hindsight, to learn that like probably one of the first time I learned about King Arthur and whatnot was because Digimon. But like that's like I would spend so long learning about it. And quite frankly, it's hilarious. Like take for instance Beelzebub. Like I've been watching Brian Isaac gameplay and whatnot, and because of lazy Matman, right? And one my first like every time I hear Beelzebub or like any demon name, that I recognize, right? Beelzebub is the main one. Because one of my favorite Digimon is Beelzebub. And during that time frame, I learned like when I really started getting like into Digimon more and whatnot. Like, wait a second, Beelzebub is based on Beelzebub, and it was mind blowing. I really gotta get more into that. But it like even that has inspired me to get into like learning more about lore and like, really liking to understand like where things come from and what inspires things. And one of the main reasons I watched Lost, there, like even to this day, love watching their videos. I don't watch it much often because my ramblings, but it's one of my favorite videos to watch because I learn a lot. Along with Rich Ninja, really good. What can I say? Also something I watched a lot of. Um, but yeah. And then that ain't the only inspiration Digimon have given me from like the people I watch and like some of the things I watch. It also just like is a major reason why like I find some things so cool and to dress like let me drink some water real quick. my goggles. I had Tamagotchi recently. My brother broke it, but I really enjoyed it for a little bit of time I had. It was really frustrating because I couldn't stop deleting it. And that will get me on games in a second. Because I have a tangent about games in Digimon. A real important tangent. To me, at least. Because Digimon is annoying when it comes to games. Not because they're bad. Well, from what I heard, the console games are bad. But, like, I mainly play digital games because console games cost money. And even from a young age, I was like, ooh, money. You know, what if we didn't spend it? Like, now I'm thinking about it, like, it is hilarious how even, like, for some of my favorite game of Digimon, I gotta look it up again. I forgot, but I have a bookmark. I still was like, well, my sibling probably came to try to grab a snack. 2 o'clock. 2:25, actually. No, I don't like how, like, me being a nuisance to people. I will say that's actually one of the funnest thing I just did there. Having my siblings not bother me while I'm doing my chore by their present, just because I'm live streaming. That's really cool. Um, my parents gonna see that because I'm gonna post it. Uh, but you know, it's true. It was really fun. I'm not gonna do that again because once when I get that thing set up, I should be able to pause it and be less practical. I really like doing things without no one there, which is probably one of the reasons why I do my chores that aren't need to be done immediately so late because I'm like, well, no one's gonna come out now. It's like 3 o'clock, and no one's gonna be there to bother me or just be there with their presence. It's like even when I was younger, one of my favorite Digimon games, I'm gonna talk about it later. I didn't spend any money for it, no matter what. And like even when I thought about it, like wait. Now you have to have my parents, but like it's money. So I could don't get it with mini microtransactions. But it was like the classic amount where like, oh, you can buy more money and whatnot, or buy more space, or buy more friend slots. Saying that aloud made like even back then I was like, why? Like it was a really powerful system, so it makes sense. But I always like God dang it, the friend limit. And you would never make friends because of I'm gonna talk about it later. When these stop being rants too early. But I'm gonna talk about this is my part real quick. But you would never make a friend based on like how like was Ashley interacting with them. You would only friend them because like how strong their Digimon was, or like how cool their thing was. Or there was a handful of people who I only friended because they had cool Digimon. And I was like, listen, I know your dex probably isn't that strong, but that look cool. Fair request. But yeah, I got what I was saying. Digimon games. Oh, but like, let me tell you, the amount of time I spend trying to find goggles or like stuff from Digimon that look one to me. I'm talking about total goggles. Actually, that thing right. Oh. I don't know why I got a total goggles from. Oh, okay, I got everything. But yeah, I kept saying by asking it was very annoying, but it's whatever. But as I was saying before I interrupted myself, I was trying to talk about, right? Like my obsession with wanting to have Digimon merge go beyond the figurines and whatnot. I like figurines, but they can get broken. Uh, so they're never out and about in my room. They're always cooped up in my closet where no one can touch them and break them. That's why I'm building a box for it. Maybe one day when I move out, uh, y'all will actually see some of the figurines I have. I don't have that many, but I do really appreciate them and love them. And whenever I see them, like, you know what? I really like this figurine. Uh, Granted, you know, it's of All Might. Like the two main figurines I have is one of All Might and one of Deku. Uh, so you know, I'm not gonna bore y'all with the entire type of suit it has and whatnot because I could, but I'm not going to. is the only mercy for today. But that's just right. But like there have been times where I've spent hours trying to find one thing, like like on one Digimon. Like I constantly think about buying the card game as I mentioned earlier, and like I always like find like, ooh, should I buy? Like when I think about like stuff to buy, if I want to dress for Halloween or anything like that, I'm like, should I buy what's it called season 3 tamer thing because they have that zipper on it where you can attach your clothes, and I'm always like, this is extremely practical. I like it. So I'm always thinking about that. But by far, the thing that most like anybody that like, oh, what should I buy? Right? When it comes to things like that, the thing that always comes to mind, no matter how many times I fell out finance, it will always be goggles. Doesn't matter. Like the amount of times, like for understanding how much I like goggles because of Digimon, the amount of times that I have been low on money or saved up money so I've been buying goggles, or I think about buying goggles but never do because that how terrible I am with money. In case you're wondering, yes, that is a bad thing from what I learned from finance, where like you're too genuinely money can be a big problem for your mental health. Because you're always gonna look at me like, it's never enough money, whatnot. But to be fair to me, it's not. I don't have a job, so got in order to have enough money. But that's besides the point. I'm also really focused when it comes to money too, so it isn't good for me. But like the amount of times I thought about buying goggles, looked into buying goggles, hours doing research and trying to find a exact copy of, especially ties. Um, but like tie or just any goggle, but especially tie goggles is outstanding. Quite frankly, it is probably more time than I spend doing research on Japan. Like, don't get me wrong, do a lot of research on Japan. And like, oh, what should I buy and why not? Um, but like, you know, especially for how long I've been doing research into it, it's just way long and way long. Like, even right now, I just get inspired again. And one things that like I always like I see to that I might buy right now. Um, one they just look at a headset, and it's funny thinking from the new movie, but like, oh my god. So like I see a pair of goggles here, right? And I'm like, oh, I should buy these, but they don't have the band, like the blue background thing behind it. And cue mine. I've been watching Digimon since I was very young, very little, right? Oh my god, it's $94. Ew, $94 is sold out. Not to mention the fact that it's a baseline $4 shipping no matter where you are. I'm definitely gonna bookmark this because I'm gonna check on it every now and then. But that is really expensive. I don't know about like that. Anyways, one thing that after all these years, I just now realized, and keep in mind, right? I am 18, right? Uh, I just now realized that the blue thing behind his goggles, or a part of his goggles, that's a headband. Um, I feel so dumb right now. Found something that was like pretty close, but I was like, nah, it doesn't have the black brown to it. It's outstanding, and I'm gonna share my screen so y'all can see the exact reason why I realize that it's a headband. Um, oh, nice. That's pretty cool. I didn't know I can do that. Let's wait until it actually share the screen. There it goes. Um, oh, that's really cool. I don't know why I'm acting like that's just because I didn't know for that. Um, that different parts. And now I feel like, but I don't want to buy these because they look ugly in my opinion, and also just look like biker goggles. Like it's been so long trying to buy them, and I don't know about. Oh, that's really expensive. I'm along with these two. We'll check those out in the stream or later down the stream. But yeah, like I'm not regretting, like, not really regretting it, but like I'm now realizing that like yeah, head do is like buy two blue headbands. One of them have like the Pegasus print, or you buy one and see if it looks the same inverted or not. And you have one with a Pegasus print and one without it, and just wear it over my head, and then just have a goggles it. Oh, that would be so cool. Which is a perfect statement to say my fashion sense. Um, you know, I probably should have kept it on that tab to show y'all, but you can probably tell just by the way I dress. Um, and now that I'm thinking about it, right? Yeah, Digimon has like also affected the way I dress. Like, from some things I think is cool. Like wearing goggles on your head but not having them on. Um, to my laptop's running slow, so hopefully the stream doesn't shut down by itself at one point, like it did last time. But like, um, I'm gonna show y'all this. Really need to start being able to do multiple things, but I'm really into the stream. I'm really cooking up. Now that I think about it, this video is gonna be twice as long as the last one I did, because somehow this is already 30 minutes long. Hilarious, right? Because I'm a rambler. Um, but and like I'm gonna show y'all this. It's currently loading. I think it's the right one. Yeah, but like things that kind of inspired. Um, let's break this down, right? Actually, gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna put this on mute so that y'all don't hear anything. But I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna grab two things: a mouse and I got I'm back. I got a mouse. I realizing now that it's probably useless, but it's better than using mine. But yeah,